Okay, today I'm going to make a video on this newspaper. It's from March 28th, 1964. It's titled, the headline from the front page is Mighty Quake Rocks Alaska, Heavy Toll is Feared. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to lay it out here on my bed and then take the video and show you the pages. And so it's about climate change. So what I'm asking is, like, I know a lot of people don't believe in climate change anymore because our government doesn't believe in it anymore. And, like, we left the Paris Treaty and things like that. But I believe in climate change, but I believe it's been going on for a long time and we're more aware. And when you're not aware of something, you don't have a responsibility to do something about it. But when you're aware of it, then you have a responsibility to do something about it, like move people out of the way of climate change. Can it be predicted? Can these horrific natural disasters be predicted by looking at the past? Can we predict the future by looking at the past? Like, there's a pattern in our climate. I believe we can. There's a pattern in the climate. There's a pattern with the storms. There's a pattern with the earthquakes. There's a pattern with the tsunamis and the what do they call them? Those circle things in the sea. Typhoons, but we call them something else here, but I can't remember the name of it right now. But there's a pattern with all these things because I know, because I've researched it and I've looked at it, and I think it can be like, now that we're aware of all this, that we can, like, save lives predicting the climate. And I have other newspaper articles here that I saved. They're mostly from 2024, 2025 about the climate. And I have so much more, but I just don't have time to do it all right now. I have to go with my son to do Amazon today because he needs some extra money. So I go and help him do it. So anyways, I'm going to turn this off, and then I'm going to go and show you these papers. Okay. Okay, here is the old Muskegon Chronicle from March 28th, 1964. And there was a huge earthquake in Alaska. And you can see here it was in Anchorage. Quake lasted an eternity. And tidal waves hit West Coast cities. So this earthquake in Alaska, it also affected the West Coast. So and it's old, and it's I got this one at the bookstore. Here, let me fix it because it's ripped. But anyways, I don't want to tape it. I don't really want to mess with it, but I probably will tape it. Anyways, you can see here, this is very interesting. There was no military casualties, it says there. There's a lot of military in Alaska. Tidal wave hits Gulf Coast area. And then here's earthquake. 4 cities hardest hit: Anchorage, Valdez, Kodiak, Seward. And here's a map of Alaska. And I got this a long time ago. I didn't just get this newspaper. This is damaged by tidal waves. These places right here: Canada, Washington, Oregon, California. And then here's some more about it. And yeah, it's quite horrible. Here's the Anchorage business area. So I feel this is interesting. This is Muskegon, Michigan. I live in Michigan, and it's a great state. I really love Michigan. I feel like we live in the best state. We are actually a peninsula and surrounded by 5 Great Lakes. And so, so we have a lot of natural resources and things like that. And a lot of, you know, a lot of nice areas. There's, in the UP, I know there's a lot. I don't really like the UP. I'm more of a city person. But we do have a lot of nice green areas and things like that in the city. And I find the UP scary, honestly. There's just, I've been there and there's like not a lot there. And so this is just the whole newspaper. And then this is about the Catholics and the Easter. And there was a lot about religion in the paper back then. And so I also took pictures of these and I'm going to post them. And then these are just ads. And, you know, what, I don't see any more on the earthquake. But so there's that one. I probably should tape this up because I don't want to lose it. And then there's, these are all from 2024, 2025, and I have many more, and some of them are on, I printed them at the library. This is, I know everybody should remember, this was in North Carolina in 2024. And then this was, I think last year, yeah, 2025. And here's extreme weather. 2024. And I will have to dig some. I have a ton of research on more than just this, on a lot of things. And then I got, I think I showed you this one. And then I've got, this one is 24, about the wildfires. So what, I just don't understand, where did it all go? Like we just had a bunch of tornadoes across Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana. We had them here, but we didn't, I don't think we had any touchdowns. That's 24. And I have all this pile of newspapers. I don't have time to go through it right now. And I have more, and I have more in the trunk, and I have a lot of research on other stuff too that has to do with things with climate change and things. But so anyways, so that's my little video. I'm going to turn this off. So that's my video on this newspaper and on the other news articles I showed you on climate change. And I'm going to go through some more and then I'll make another video. But like I said, I believe that if we look at these things, we can predict what's going to happen next, and then probably, you know, like people can get help to get out before all these tragedies happen. So is climate change real? I believe it's real. I believe it's been real for a very long time. If I had to predict when it probably got worse, I would say it's probably when we got the cars, you know, like when we started driving cars way back when, and then put all that gas and oil and everything into the atmosphere. That would be my guess, but I don't know. But I have a feeling that's when climate change got worse. Plus, you're pumping oil out of the earth. So it's been going on for a long time, like since I was born in 1969, and I can remember like there was a huge blizzard in 1974, and I have that research somewhere. I'll have to go through and look for more stuff. And then there's you know, I just remember things like the sinkholes in Florida they talked about in the 80s. I was growing up in the 80s. And so it's been going on a long time. And my parents will say that too, like if you talk about climate change, oh, well, it's been going on forever and ever. But we weren't as aware of it as we are now. And if we're aware of it, we can make the changes we need to get people to safety and to save lives and predict what's going to happen next. That's where I think it is. Not, you can't change climate change, but you can predict it. You can predict there's patterns. It's hurricanes. I'm sorry, the spinny things in the sea, they're hurricanes. That's what we call them here. And they have a pattern. They definitely have a pattern. And all of these things have a pattern. Like, I watched it for years, and you can see every year it goes to the same place. It does the same thing. There's the same destruction. Why is nobody saying this happened last year? It's going to happen this year. Let's get these people out of here. They don't. So, I don't know. Just think about it. All right. Bye.